Hi everyone, I'm glad you're here with me today. I'm Mary with Mary Greeley News. Well, we got another case of malaria since the first outbreak that was discovered in Texas. There is now 8 cases, 7 of which are in Florida. The most recent case was in Sarasota County, Florida. Sarasota is on the western side of Florida. The last time there was a report, it was south of Tampa Bay. And we'll go to this location. What makes it so bad, so deadly, is that it's being transmitted from person to person via mosquitoes. Florida has declared an emergency, advising people to take all precautions. Yeah, they haven't had this happen in the United States in over 20 years. The CDC said last month that locally acquired infections, those not linked to travel outside of the country, constitutes a public health emergency. All 7 cases in Florida were in Sarasota County. The person in Texas that caught malaria last month was not connected to those in Florida. The patient, who is working for the National Guard, probably border control along the Rio Grande, more than likely caught it from an illegal immigrant coming into our country. Malaria is a serious and sometimes fatal disease caused by a parasite that is usually transferred to humans through the bites of a female mosquito. Seeing how there has been no reports of any illegals coming into the country with malaria, more likely it's from a person that they call a getaway. Getaways are typically people who do not turn themselves into border control when they cross into the United States. More likely because they have a past criminal history, or because they have been deported before. There's only 2 countries where the United States have an agreement to send back people who enter the country illegally. That is Honduras and Mexico. So of the 140 countries that we get the illegals that are coming into the U.S., if they claim persecution, they will be allowed to stay here. Other than Honduras and Mexico, those other countries flat out refuse to take back their citizens. So they're given a date for an appearance and then released back into the United States. So more likely, after they go through immigration there at border control, they would have found out that someone had malaria. So more likely it's one of the getaways, what they consider a getaway. Typical symptoms for malaria include fever, chills, headache, muscle aches, and fatigue. Some patients also experience nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea, according to the CDC. Symptoms typically appear 10 days to 4 weeks after victims are bit by mosquitoes. Malaria was considered eliminated by the U.S. by 1951, but the country gets around 2,000 cases annually, nearly all the people who traveled outside of the U.S. Currently, the CDC is saying that malaria outbreaks in the U.S. have been historically relatively small and contained. The outbreak in Sarasota County fits that pattern, they said. So they said there is nothing to worry about. So what do you think? Do you think there is an illegal working somewhere there in Sarasota County that has spread the malaria virus to the U.S. population? What are your thoughts? Put your comments down below. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Yeah, be safe. Use DDT, different types of sprays to protect yourself. And I'll talk to you later. God bless you. Bye.